Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. Hi, folks. It's a happy Friday, and I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, freelance author, artist, swordmaster, and retired paranormal investigator. Folks, aside from the obvious, which was the glory of both getting the Simple Spear launched, which I now get to wait to order my author copies because of some shenanigans on my end. This has been a week of Mondays that has Mondayed so very hard. So we're going to get through it. Like, this is one of those, we're leading up right up to my birthday. That's this weekend. And you know how some people feel about Christmas. You know what I mean? Like, some people get a little funny around Christmas. My birthday's the same way. Things always go wrong. There is a term for it, the bleepening. And this year has been epic. So I am coming into this a little banged up. 5K in the hole, kind of banged up, with a toilet that tried to explode. And we don't even know how much the repairs on that are going to end up costing us. We got it fixed, we don't know. So, what do we do, folks, when the skies are gray and the world starts kind of pooping on our forehead? Do we complain about it? Absolutely. You have to vent. That's human. But then, after you vent a bit, because I can't stand to hear anyone whine, myself especially, you go, okay, that's enough of that. What can we do to make things better? And we reach out to help people. Now, I spent a part of this morning going through the proofread edits on the Hybrids RPG, the full core book. And that is a grind task because a lot of that was done very late at night and very pre-medication. So it was downloading my thoughts with the worst, like, it hurts. And I feel a great sorrow for Beth Stone for having to look through how I do stuff, because it's an alternate of grammatical errors. And I know this because when I'm typing, typos reign rampant. And anybody who's seen my Facebook feed knows this. And precise cut, industry verbiage. The industry verbiage is perfectly in place, but the problem is to a noob, which is not an offense, but you know what I mean, that can look weird. So I have to either, you're absolutely right, I wrote that wrong, or nope, and go down the line. And it's very much this and this and this and this. I'm not a confrontational person, so saying no sometimes is actually very difficult for me. This has got me in a lot of trouble. It's got me in some interesting deals. But so today we'll talk my accountability. My accountability for today is I am doing the responded to the proofread / edit questions. I have a few hundred of them to go through, and I've been grinding on them. Real world has dumped on me. Both my cars stopped working, so all 3 cars that I own, none of them were more than paperweights. The toilet exploded. We had some other things go boink that I'm not really at liberty to discuss. And I've been navigating it. But still, in spite of that, I got some of my rewards. I got to watch Mike Jimmy's video. So I'm starting to look into how I'm going to do animation. I got the tablet finally working, and that took about 4 hours of fiddling because loose connections, babying my old hub to let me have a couple of things, and sacrificing what can't be plugged in at the same time. So that is definitely one of those days. I will be so happy when I get through my birthday and I can get back to my my normal schedule. This is my wife's vacation, or one of them. We had an extensive plan where I was going to figure out how I was going to broadcast from hotels and stuff. And then all that happened. So it will be a staycation where we will catch up on all the housework we have to do and all the stuff that my health hasn't let me do. So that's okay, though, because now that that's all said and done, we've got the grumping out mostly. Hybrids is coming, and I am doing the last ugly work on my end, and it is ugly because I got to clean up my own mess, and I understand that. Editing is never easy, and being edited is never comfortable, folks. I get a lot of new authors. Well, what's it like to be edited? Well, they find everything you did wrong. So you either have to have a thick skin, or you can't do this gig. That's the real truth. And seeing stuff I wrote before I was getting sleep and medicated and stuff, because I've been sitting on this project for, well, let's put it this way. We are coming up on the anniversary of Luke going down. And it's a miracle. And we need to keep in mind that my buddy Luke's survival is a miracle. Now, that being said, I have several other projects in the works that are, again, on hold while I deal with the last bit of the Hybrids RPG. And then I will be so excited to put it in people's hands and put the work side of it in the rearview mirror for a while. It's been a lot. Then I get to do some of my own stuff again. Really looking forward to that. I did a video. Late last night because I had to fix everything to have it work for today. And like I said, I spent several hours making sure that I could have everything hooked up and the comms. So I'm like, I'm all set up. I'll do a test while I'm not broadcasting. And I actually did a little bit of art, a half-hour speed paint, nothing serious, that I got up, and then I set it, because I hadn't done the pre-recordings, on this channel to come up at 7:30. And it did. And it seems to have worked really well. So if you want to see how that went after this video's done, go check that little just me trying my hand at getting that going and starting to learn the ins and outs of my new equipment, which is amazing. Well, new to me. So you got to put in the work. It's going to suck. Your days are going to suck sometimes. I'm not going to lie about any of this. But, I was raised, one embraces the suck. When the suck is upon you, and don't be perverse about this, when the suck is upon you, you roll up your sleeves and you embrace the suck. And how you do it is literally. And I'm like, look, I rolled up my sleeve and I got that awesome Miami Vice kind of energy. So we're going to just try to double down and make the day better. Because at the end of the day, you complain and then you come back and you fight. And you fight to make it better because anything else is cowardice. And yes, I did say, and I will jump way ahead to say, Nick, don't be perverse. When I'm talking about embrace the suck, you know what I mean. And I realized I didn't get my sidelight on. So I looked extra shady. Now, not that I don't look shady. I've pulled out an ancient Hawaiian shirt. You know, it's blessed. But we are getting through this. And we're going to get through it together by building each other up. So I want to hear what you're accomplishing and what you're going to accomplish this weekend. Because for us independent creator types, weekends mean that the 9 to 5 hopefully is leaving us the heck alone so we can get more stuff done. And yes, I know you did. Oh, I'm going to jump right. Good morning. How are the listeners and the host of my favorite morning? Good morning, Brian. We're doing it. It is Friday. We are not intentionally, but probably. I can't. Believe it or not, it's very tricky for me to point with my index finger. You'll notice I almost always support it with my thumb. So a lot of times I point and I poke things with the middle finger because it's longer. So it wasn't a direct flip off, Carl, but it's there. Let me jump back. We're going to go. I'm only about 12 minutes behind, so I'm going to. Okay, no, I'm about a half hour behind. That's cool. We're going to blast through these comments and get into the stuff because we've got Brian in the house. I got Brian. Look at it. 2 ways. Yeah. BKM in the house. And before I do that, I do want to remind you guys to support Brian K. Morris at Risingtide.pub. That is still your site. I keep seeing the Wix site one. Will that one still work? Tell me in the comments, Brian. And if you're watching the show new, folks, please turn on all comments or else I look absolutely schizophrenic. First through the door is Joe Bachman. Hi, Joe. Can't wait to see you Sunday. I'm just grinding to get through to it. Good morning, Joe, and howdy, folks. So my accountability this week, I've finished another section of Flutter/Dart coding tutorials. Going to start learning the next section over the weekend. Rock on, providing work doesn't keep me overly busy. That's great. And Donna's greeting. Hey, Donna, we missed you Wednesday. I really had trouble keeping the hump day without my own Donna Carleen to just melt on the far end of my voice on the dark side of the Illinois-Indiana line. You stay safe out there. Anyway, we got greetings, morning, good morning. Sheesh, that's loud. And I was pretty quiet today. I tried to be civil. Joe's been busy. I see Joe's doing wonderful things. We were up late last night appearing on Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. I actually got to see some of that. Chatted briefly because I had a late night. Not a good thing for somebody of my assorted conditions, but they happen. Tried to make the best of it. Played Star Wars The Old Republic last night and went to bed early because there's a plague on the House of Asplund. I don't think that's a fair thing to say. They're not that bad. And never mind. You mean that? All jokes aside, I hope you all feel better. Donna was brave and stayed on even after I went down and went to bed. Well, that's because, Donna's a bold woman and she's not afraid to take what she wants. A plague, oh no, cold, flu, something like that. Had Misty down for a couple days and she's on the rebound, but Crow, our youngest, has it too. Misty took them to urgent care this morning. I'm just really tired and it's all done me. It's done to me. That's all it's done to me so far. Well, you take it easy. There are a lot of unspeakable Miley Cyrus, My Sharona viruses floating around in different versions. Apparently, kissing bugs have been spotted in Indiana. There's a whole lot of weirdness going on. So you stay safe out there. We will keep you in your thoughts today. I guess that's all we can do at that point. That's right. Be positive and nudge him to finish his work. No mercy. Sweep the leg. No, school started today, so all the bugs and germs are happy, I imagine. Absolutely. Um, and that might be part of why I'm fighting the universal grumpiness, because there's a wave of displeasure that washes over our country as school opens up. That many unhappy children. I wonder if some paranormal entity hasn't just tapped into that as a life source. Wish yeah, Misty also works for urgent care, so she gets to see all the bugs and germs that are meeting at individual schools come together in a great mood. Ooh, ugh, poor Misty. Okay, we feel bad about that. Let's see. Yeah, she has to put up with me. Oh, you mean the bug? Yeah, we love you. Yep, Nick will be on at any moment. Speakers are at 50% to avoid hearing loss. That's good. You guys give it. Me too. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Hope you're doing well. And folks, I'm going to take this lovely moment to remember to ask you to hit that like, share, and subscribe, because Nevermind the Furthermore is a program for all the creatives who want to know the best creatives and build each other up. This is not a shill show like so many others, and I have no problem with shill shows, but this is here as a creative support, and that's what I do. Happy early birthday. Thank you. I am enjoying the erosion of care about appearances that seems to really double down in 40s. And I'm hoping that continues. It's great. The skies are gray. By the sound of it, the bathroom walls might be brown, but hey, that's what a colorful life is all about. That's right, Johnny freaking Cage at JP7 on Twitter. Follow this man. And yes, hey Johnny. Hey Johnny. All the skies are gray, all the skies are gray. Oh, I did that wrong. It's all the leaves are brown, all the leaves are brown, and the skies are gray, and the skies are gray. Hey. I'm sorry, I just channeled my youth for a while. Hey, Don. Got called into Joe Bachman got called into his supervisor's office to fix an IT issue. Totally forgot to plug my headphones into my laptop. I could tell when the show started because I could hear it across the office. That's right. And here's a shout out to all the people keeping the roads running and the bridges up. I know there are a lot of projects going on, especially the one on 94. You guys stay safe, get it done. Let's be careful out there. Merry Birthmas, little brother. Grind those last couple of days for XP on the level up. That's basically what I'm doing. Um, I had planned to knock out a few more publications actually before I got the new markups on this, and my schedule went wee. So we'll see what happens. Uh, welcome, Johnny. Oh, Joby, and I did get to run the RPG night for the kids at Benton County Public Library. I do that at least right now. It's once a month. I spend a whole evening um, running an RPG for a whole bunch of kids and special needs kids and stuff. And it can be very challenging, but it's a lot of fun. We had a good turnout, and if I help the kids enjoy and then through gaming, maybe learn some math, maybe learn some social skills, it's a good thing. Hey, yo, good never morning. Hiya, Pops. Hope Cromcom's going well. Yo, Pops, morning, Pops. Saw the first of your video, Nick, but I had to come here. First part looked good. Thank you. Like I said, it was literally me testing a whole bunch of systems. That's why I didn't do a lot of fanfare. I want to do more programming on this channel. But like I said, I gotta get through these weeks first, and then some great stuff is coming because I'm a man of my word. Facebook is flagging my Cromcom events at posts as spam. Please help us out and share that post everywhere in events in the madness. Speaking of posts, I have some videos that did not get uploaded due to my internet being a bit dodgy. Well, I'm not sure why. It would let me stream, but it wouldn't let me upload. So there will be some new videos coming to the ad reels that I rotate through. But I'm sorry that that's happening. Please send us out, share that post everywhere. It events in the madness. Hey, Pops, Nick, don't be perverse. There we go. We've almost caught up to where I thought I jumped ahead. I know what you mean, and you know what I thought. Absolutely. No, I didn't flip you off. BKM! Yes, we have Brian K. Morris of Rising Tide Publications. Brian, let's get some accountability for you, my friend. What have you been up to? Since you have gone on your morning adventures, we're all very curious because you've become quite elusive. What cunning, diabolical things are you working away on? Hey, Rich, Donna. We got Carl. We got Brian. We got love. Oh, and we got a comment dump. It's funny. As soon as my man Brian K. Moore shows up, we get comment dump, comment dump. Johnny, Pops, everybody's greeting. I use my middle finger for a lot of pointing too. Bam. I've got Brian two ways, UTs. Hey, sometimes you got to take, sometimes you got to give. As long as everybody's enjoying themselves. Keep the sensual inconsensual. Anyway, it's okay, Donna, and I do it to each other sometimes. It's another way to say I love you. Oh, call each other number one? Absolutely. Host like an Egyptian. Do 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 do. Wah 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 wah. Oh, good. The Wix address and the Risingtide.pub both work. It's a lot easier for me to roll that Risingtide.pub off than the Wix address, although I'm glad they both work. Brian's accountability. My accountability, I'm finishing a short romance story for Molly Daniels and appearing at Geek and Comic Con in Evansville, Indiana tomorrow from 11 to 5. Evansville's a good run. It's not nearly as bad for you because of where you are, but yeah, cool, Brian. Sorry about missing you on Wednesday, but it was the only morning my bestie had before going in for major surgery next week. Well, I'm sorry your bestie's having surgery, Donna, and I hope that it all goes well. I hope things are going well with your sister as well, because that's where Carl said you were. And that's all right. I just hope you had a good time, and I hope you're having a good morning now. Oh, plus, I'm editing the last story of the Western anthology, thus making the terrors more awesome. Yes, please. We need more Westerns. We need more anthologies. We need more projects. Donna, rather. Oh, and I'm eagerly awaiting FESCON. October 6th, right? I say the date wrong. Give me a second. Maybe not. Here we go. Boom, boom. October 8th at the Benton County Public Library in scenic Fowler, Indiana. From 10 till 2 minimum. But if the weather's nice and folks are outside, that might expand. We will have the LibraryCon/FezCon, where a whole bunch of crazy old authors and some new folks from different periods of my life are all coming together to try to sell books and have a good time, field dress our tables for the winter con season, and just get stuff moving, and we'll be grooving. So start planning and come by. Oh, yes. Yeah, thank you. And I have comments from lots of people. So I got a bunch of pings. And hello, Nick. Hail, chat. Hail, that's Dave Drink over at Genuine Comics, keeping the spirit of 90s comic awesomeness alive. I'm going to put the Fez aside because I'm feeling a little movie, and sometimes the Fez gets grooving, and it's not behooving me to keep it on right now. But Simple Spear goes stab. Yes, the Simple Spear is out. It's available. It hit number 1 in new releases for the fencing subgenre on Amazon. All 3 of my fencing manuals are in the top 50. 2 are in the top 20 overall of fencing. I'm a happy little camper. Things are going to be good. And yes, FezCon. Yes, our own Carl Witzman is supposed to be joining us. It's going to be a good time. We'll have to go out and eat. Boom. Good day, everyone. Good day, Bonser. Your commercial, oh god, it did not load right. I will try to fix it for coming stuff, and I might do a special presentation. Yes, Bonser's coloring book is doing amazing. There have been submissions for the contest. Yours truly. I mean, what? No. So you get out and you do that. And yeah, I can't wait because Sponsor has more awesome stuff. And the Association of Ishtar, found at www.associationofishtar.com, is a wonderful place to be. And next, starting Monday, I will have ads for that. And if you've missed it, well, then you missed it. And ads for Frog G as well. I hope Cookie brings some fezzes for those poor unfortunates who are without. My fez appeared in the mail with a grinning techno mage messaging me, so I had no authority over my fez. It just appeared. Happy Friday, Cindy Koepp. And when Cindy Koepp hits the house, and she's actually here, woohoo! We know what we can do with her entrance. Let's give her a little love. Bam.
Author Cindy Koepp is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Koepp at CKOEPP.com today.
Let me see. Can I do this? I'm trying to do something as a workaround, and if I can't, which is fine, I will do that. That's fine. And I will do that. I'm going to try to see if I can't make this work live. If it looks unprofessional, that's okay. I'm working around trying to help my friends. And like I said, I think I have a means to make some stuff happen. So support Cindy Koepp. And while I'm doing that, and apparently if my screen just went fuzzy, it's because I'm doing some downloads for the commercials for that I am missing. I can't get them up on StreamYard, but I should be able to get them up on here through a share screen if I can make it work. So we're going to try, because I believe in workarounds and helping people. Okay, hide current comment. No. Yes, now. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Johnny Cage knows that. Let's be careful out there. So 187 at the 7-Eleven, corner of 4th and Main. 2 Caucasians of the male persuasion put a bullet through the cashier's brain. Okay, I think Cookie, if she can attend, will bring some super cool fezzes for sale. Ooh. Yes. Oh, what is this? Wait. Check out the Dust Bunny Mafia. Kickstarter.com/project/Brett Juliano. Oh, I broke that right. Okay, cool. Dust Bunny Mafia. It's business, not personal. I have no idea what that is. I need a new video subject. Nay suggestions. You need a new video subject. Okay. Where do you think steampunk needs to go to maintain its place or improve its sort of market share of the public perception? What do you think needs to happen to make steampunk stay relevant in large circles? And what can we do as creators to help promote it? That should give you something to run with. Sorry if it's a little clunky. My first edition thoughts often are. And wow, that the trailer for the color is taking a while, but we'll get there. I'm not going to try to run a video from here while I'm still downloading, so it'll be about 3 minutes. We'll see what we can do. Get the Simple Spirit. Yes, the third, one of the more challenging books I've written, in all honesty, in the ongoing series that is chronological rewriting. Just stop, rewrite. The third in the series of the Manual of Defenses that's chronicling the assorted different styles that I've taught over 20 plus years and condensing the form into something anybody can pick up and at least, okay, this is how I make this style go. From there, you have an educated opinion where you can look at manuals and what other people are saying and say, is it good? Is it BS? I'm excited because I might be able to discuss, depending on how things go, if she shows up, well, at least in the chats, with Daphne Lage of Daphne Lage Publishing, who does Ego Raven. She came on the Historical Fencing Guild group and posed questions about fight scenes, and we had a lot of fun. I love doing that. So be sure to check us out tonight at 8 p.m. on my other channel, the Historical Fencing Guild, for more information on that. Which leads right up to the Historical Fencing Guild channel that Cindy Koepp is mentioning. And come see us for FezCon on October 8th, Saturday, 10 till 2 at Benton County Library in Fowler, Indiana. I mean, Fowler. Oops. Well, Don and I will be there, so it could be Fowler. Yes, Benton County, Fowler, Indiana, home of one of Indiana's top shrimp farms. You did not read that or hear that wrong. It is a neat little burg. And I will be there, and I'll be selling all sorts of stuff. Amazon has neuroses and Amy's books. Amy? We know Amy. Hold on. Let's help her out this time. Yep, Amy's doing a whole lot of great books, and I think that's wonderful. Speaking of great books, Amazon reviews made less impossible. Smashwords.com/book/search query Brian K. Morris. And give a Nazi a boot to the snoot. Amazon.com/Brian K. Morris with that. Yeah, that's the original Sky Captain versus the Master of Steam. Now, I will say this. I am totally aware of the flaws in our country. I will say that. But I also vehemently agree with my man Captain America, where we punch Nazis. Now, I try not to physically assail anyone, but I certainly don't blame anybody. And if that offends you as a Nazi, from the bottom, okay, guys, I want, let me just do something here. I want this really clear. All right. I'm gonna let me get a little cozier for just a second. From the bottom of my black little heart, I hope that offends you. I hope that shakes you to your rotten core, and you think about your life, think about your choices, and go on a massive spiritual journey to find your way improved, and not darken my doorstep until you've repented from the horrible way you're living. And yes, I have no qualms about saying that. Have a nice day. Anyhow, had to pour some Miracle Grow on that because I have no problem offending Nazis. And if that means I don't make a sale, that's okay too. Alrighty, moving on. Getting ready to send Stellari for approval. Oh, its launches September 1st. You guys are going to make next week insane. Good mornings, SLL. So, hi, Facebook user. Please approve StreamYard to let me know who you are so I know who is saying hi. Okay? Because I want you to have a wonderful morning. I don't know who you are, but I can tell you all this. I love you. Because if idiots can hate people they don't know irrationally, then I can love people that I don't know equally irrationally. I would rather spread joy and love and uplifting to people I don't know, even people who may not necessarily deserve it, that I would spread problems. Not because I love people, I will tell them the truth. I'm the person who, if you ask me, does that this dress make me look fat? If it's cut wrong for your body type, I will politely say there are options that can work better, and let's work on the color too. Because if you are asking my opinion as both an artist and something of an aesthetic eye, I will respond politely. Because I'd rather not lie to somebody. So, good morning, whoever you are. I hope you're creating, and I hope everything's going well. Donnie calls her bestie sister all the time. I wasn't quite sure how that all worked. My bestie is my sister and my evil twin, or am I the evil twin? I can never keep it straight. Well, Donna, the fact there might be two of you around both implies things that may not be terribly straight at all and straightens other things. So I think you're doing just fine. And Carl's sure you're the evil one, and we're all for that. Oh, good morning, all. Well, good morning. That makes a lot more sense. I looked at the L's and not the S to the A because that's a frequent type of mine. But I hope you're having a good day. Sadly, Animal Eye 2 floppies aren't available. Oh, no. Yet. A ball was dropped and I didn't know until last week. A fix is in the works, but I do not have an ETA. I will fill you in when I know. Folks, that's just what I was talking about. And thank you. I'm seeing the loves from Facebook. Be sure to hit those likes because I'm fighting the algorithm. Okay, so I'm starting to feel my mojo kick in. Don't we all stumble? We all fall. We all fall flat on our butts sometimes, or on our faces, and some of us we can't tell the difference. But it's how you get up and how you keep moving. When something goes wrong in production, especially something like fulfillment or your an appearance, as soon as you know, you let people know and you stay transparent. If you are transparent about what you're doing and you're open and fair at all times, do you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens, friends. What happens is that you get a little bit of wiggle room, okay? People start to understand that things go wrong and that's okay. Okay, I have a couple videos. I'm going to see if I can throw this up. Let me go here. And it may glitch for a moment because I'm trying something new. I want to use that or do I want to use media player? Let's use that. Let's see how that works. Give it just a second. No, it's running. Okay. Now, I will need you guys to tell me if there is sound, but what I am going to do is run Frog G's commercial because that has uploaded, if it lets me. Window, bam, share. Alrighty, cool.
You ain't giving this to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here.
Awesome, Frog G. That looks great, and that worked pretty well. So in a minute or two, I'll use that method to put up at least one of Bonsert's commercials. Congratulations on the #1, Nick. I'm so proud. I am so proud. And I want to take a minute, okay? Because I may run late today. Today has one of those shows that feels like it's going to be a bit of a rough one. But when you're getting started, one thing I picked up from Brian K. Morris is very much on the keywords. When you go through KDP, at the bottom, it's going to say, what keywords, and you get to select what you put your books in. Now, if you put a book in, you get 2, like genre, romance, mystery, very, very common spread. If you put in a big popular genre like that, it will be filed like that, and you're essentially swimming in a very large pond. Now, if you could find a way to niche and narrow it down so that it's more likely to present to your audience, like, my books come up for the manuals in martial arts and sport fencing. That's where my books come up. And, that's the simple sword. I put how to sword fight in the description or keywords to look up. Things like this, little bit of tailoring will help you find your niche. And once you're especially when you're first getting started, be sure to try to find your niche as much as possible, because that is where you're going to find your audience. And if you only have a few sales starting, that's fine. You got to do that if you want to build. You have to build from something, and that is the sapling that then you can build, because you'll get cross marketing when people find out about your stuff, especially if you keep your stuff semi-connected. Okay, you could hear Frog's ad, a little soft on the volume, but it's good. Okay, and last night Frog passed 300 sign-ups on Voodoo Gods and Magic. Awesome. Now let me go back to where my typo is. Gall, I've been doing so much reading through editing that my brain is on typos. Hide current comment and get back up to where I was. Wow, I had to comment dump on top of that. Alrighty. Bear Publications for cool speculative fiction at www.bearpublications.com. Radio Retro Future says last weekend before the coloring contest, folks, and we have a last week tier including the miniatures. Follow what's going on. He's doing some last minute stretch stuff. There's a coloring contest. I believe the prize is €50, and the winner gets to be a variant cover. So, that's something you can look into. I did. And yes, I'm actually advertising for folks to go against me in a contest. That's how awesome I am. Remember that, folks. Anyway, Cromcom this weekend. I'm on tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. Yes, Cindy. Check out lots of other cool folks at the YouTube channel there. Cindy Roel Cruz does animal eye art. He also does his own Kali. And recently, the cover image from the Stellari Kickstarter. Where? Where do you find this? www.artstation.com/Roel Cruz. I'm planning on trying to make it to FezCon. Here's hoping the universe lets me. I hope so too. I miss you, brother. It's been a long time. You can get Roel's art on a commission piece too, just like I did, via subscribestars.com/Roel Cruz. And Pop says Brett Juliano is awesome, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Victoria Adams has help for the hurting. Amazon.com/Victoria Adams. This is someone who focuses on helping people who deal with some pretty heavy stuff. Look into her. She's doing good work. I have Dust Bunny Mafia, unique book. Sentence to Troll 5 is just out. Catch up the series. Amazon.com/SL Roland. Need a webpage design? Studio Hubris.wixsite.com. Studio Hubris 5. Facebook flagging events created on their own platform as spam. Hashtag Radio Retro Future. Yet that doesn't even surprise me. Facebook is having problems. That's why, guys, 1 second, I'm going to close this out. The @Tockert is my Twitter. I'm on both Facebook and Twitter and a few other sites, but I see them as fallbacks. And I'm going to run a commercial because something has just happened. So give me just a moment. All right, thank you guys for your patience and tolerance on that one. It was nothing major. It was just, it's very rare for Amanda to call me in the middle of a live stream. So I take it very, very, very serious. And it turned out she forgot the time change. Her phone switched over to Illinois time, or the upper time, which is wrong. Anyhow, wow, we have comment dump, and gobbledygooked a bit, but we'll get there. And wow, we are almost. Wow, we had a lot. Okay, Brett Julio's also hurt for the end. I love Dust Bunny. And yes, geeky fun across the Midwest, QuadCityCon.com. I would love to go to some of the conventions that Cindy Koepp is involved in. She does amazing stuff. And I do want to shout out that Dan Hollifield did all the music for his own stuff. He has a Bandcamp where his amazing music is available for purchase. He's been a tour de force in the sci-fi community for absolute hours. And apparently, my light has decided to blink out at some point in the day. We're having the Mondayest Friday I've had in quite some time. But at least the seed truck has decided to stop idling outside of my window, and we're going to keep this going. I heard. Well, okay, you heard. Yes, and speaking of radio, that's 2 minutes. That's a long one. We will run the channel video probably towards the end. I think I have that set up. And just because it's a longer format, I try to keep my commercials under a minute because I don't want to strain people. There are a couple exceptions, and we'll work with it. But let's see. There we go. Another comment. Wow, a comment dump during a comment dump while I was adjusting for a comment dump. Brian was telling the truth. Okay, Cindy Koepp, Des Moines, Iowa, Quad Comic and Toy Show, September 24th and 5th. She'll be there with her books, Dragons, a Jet, Harry Spider, and maybe even a dragon hat. Ooh, that's new. I love when I see new stuff. Dubeek Quad Con Comic and Toy Show. I think they make these names up to make me stutter. Five Flags Event Center, October 2nd. I plan to be there too. Although the glow in the dark yarn has been mostly disappointing, I should have other creepy stuff. I'm sorry, the glow. It looks so nice, but thank you for providing the review for us. And Cindy is here. Good morning. Yeah, from the desk of a small press publisher, that's Jody McPhee. Jody McPhee said, good morning, Nick. Hope all is well. You know, it's well because I'm going to make it well. That's how I'm treating it, okay? I'm having one of those days, folks, where everything goes boink. But I am going to keep working to get things working because that's what we do here, okay? Are you the type of people to just give up and take the easy route? To say, no, it's getting hard to get through, and I'll just, I don't know, go get a standard 9-to-5 job where I wear a polo shirt and have reports or have a name tag and ask how high, my name is. It could be a Joe job no, absolutely not. We are the type of people who defiantly wage war on sanity, our own usually, to put the creative ideas we have in our heads out there, and that's what I'm doing right here. I hope your game is going well. We are very close to the launch of the Hybrids game. I just have to apparently do some last-minute edits before Luke can work on it. And that's awesome. And we have other stuff coming. So good stuff is coming. Speaking of Jody McPhee, it's not fair for him to show up and me not to run his jam because it's a jam. People request it, so spin it up on your things on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Thank you, Joe. I hope your project goes well, and there may be some adjustments in my ad systems in the near future. We have to figure some things out, but I'm going to try and help the folks who need it. And good morning, Frog. I hope you were here in time to see. I did try to run your video. My upload got hinky, but it did run, and I'm so excited about Frog G, Voodoo Gods and Magic. It's going to be a great title for all things Nick. Morning, Frog G. And yeah, that's me, Tockert.com. Thus ends Cindy Koepp's break only 20 minutes ago, but check out Vintage Art 76 for certain art. Bam, bam. Okay. Thus ends my break. Don't forget to tip your host. Check out Sartin Art 76 for vintage cartooniness. Go to Patreon and support the creative folks. I will catch up with you all later. I almost got clear. And when she says tip your host, she means paypal.me/Nick Tockert. Nicholas Tockert. If you want to slip me a little something to help me keep the lights on and keep this incredibly professional program running, feel free. It will be much appreciated. You'll get a private, heartfelt thank you from yours truly. And if you want a public shout out, public shout outs can happen. Alrighty, we're going to just put that away and go back here. Yay! And we need to find where we were because it's still glitching. Okay, there we go. And hey, Jody and Frog. And my books can be found at Amazon.com/Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Thank you, Frog. Frog's greeting everybody. Frog's promoting our own Brian K. Morris at Risingtide.pub. Risingtide YouTube, www.youtube.com/C/Brian K. Morris. Risingtide Publications. Because a rising tide lifts all moods at studiohubris.wixsite.com/risingtide.pub, Risingtide.pub, or Risingtide.pub. Both of these will get you right where you need to go. And Jody's greeting Carl, Santastein. www.amazon.com/Santastein. Post-holiday Prometheus. Brian K. Morris ebook. Go there. Buy it. Never look at the holidays the same. And Frog G is promoting From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at youtube.com/C/From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. You want more of Jody? Hop on over to Linktree/Civbolt. Frog G is hailing Pops on all frequencies and promoting his link with Pops on youtube.com/C/Pops Van Zandt. Comics Talk with Pops Van Zandt. And Carlene is saying, hey, Frog. And Frogs, my copy of The Simple Spear arrives today. Hail, Donna. Nick, I've been lazy. I haven't been writing the small module. Been trying to focus on something positive for tomorrow's show. Going to a how-to pitch to comic book store episode. That's fascinating. Have you had luck with that? I didn't know how much luck you've had with getting into comic books stores. That could be a really useful thing. So that's something, folks. Follow, subscribe to From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher after you've liked, shared, and subscribed this channel. Launching September 17th. Sign up now for Voodoo Gods and Magic. HTTPS Indiegogo.com/projects. --2701112 coming _soon X 2305793. And I need something better to do to put this rat energy into. We've all been there. It seems like it's a struggle week, but that's okay. Let's get through it. Hail, Frog G, and Color the Multiverse Steampunk Coloring Book Miniatures. HTTPS Kickstarter projects Bonsart Bocal / the Association of Ishtar Coloring Book. Let me look at something real quick. Oh, wait. Alrighty. We will, you know what? Let's take a couple minutes and I'll run it for that. Oh, no. One sec. I have to do this. Share screen. Window. I'm getting it fixed because this is why I normally do through my other thing. I apologize if the volume is low. It is maxed out that I can do through the system.
Good day, I'm Bunch Vocal of Radio Retro Future. This coloring book is our first project funded through Kickstarter. Although the main focus of this campaign is on the coloring book, this crowdfunder also serves as a launching platform for a multiverse of adventure and cosmic mystery that I call the Association of Ishtar. The Association of Ishtar started as a collection of short stories set in a universe of adventure and cosmic mysteries. Last year, we produced our first book, The Wrench in the Machine, and its companion comic, S36, The Call Girl. We'll hope you pledge to this Kickstarter so we can expand this series and this multiverse into other media. Not interested in coloring, we also included our very first miniatures, like these 35mm gaming figures and these wonderful bookends. Every character and scene are based on some of my stories and drawn by various independent artists like Johan Alexander, Jim Beckman, and many more who have contributed their talent to bring this world to life. The series is written from the perspective of an alternate version of Earth codenamed Atlas. What's so special about this world is that since the time of Napoleon, there are gateways called rifts opening up and leading to alternate worlds. Most of these worlds are pretty harmless, but some contain civilizations and even alien beings. The Association of Ishtar is a clandestine organization which explores these worlds to assess the threat they pose. However, the series is not just about adventurers visiting alien worlds. It's also about how the multiverse is affecting the world of Atlas and how it is changing as a result of alien invasion and futuristic technologies making their way into daily life. I instructed my artists to draw as historically correct as possible for the 1870s. So when you see something futuristic in an image, you know there's going to be a story behind it, which are all freely available on our website. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to our multiverse. Please start exploring on www.associationofishtar.com and be free to join our Discord. And as always, make it your way.
All right, so I made it work. I hope the audio was okay. It's been an odd Friday. But yes, glad to see we've got some ads coming through. Richie had to rescue 2 dogs from low battery on a smoke detector. I've had to do the same thing. Thank you. Thank you, dear. See, she's thanking you, and I'm sure she'll thank you better later. Frog is promoting Cindy Koepp at StudioHubris./Cindy Koepp. And Amazon.com/Cindy Koepp, because we love Cindy Koepp here. And that's sad, Cindy. Let's know when Animal Eye issue 2 is out. I'm really looking forward to that. We have a comment dump. Let's just nail that real quick so I can find where I am. All right. Let me see. There we go. Still, got another comment dump when I did the resize. Great. Morning, Donna. And we could hear Frog's ad. It was a little soft on the volume, but good. Next time it'll be uploaded like it's supposed to. It just had some issues. Last night we passed the 300 signups. And there's a link to the coloring contest. Associationofishtar.com/coloring contest. Thanks, Frog G, and congrats on the signups. Yeah, I know it's going great. So her phone switched over to the correct time zone. Yes, I would be okay. I don't care which. Let's get the state on one, please. If we're going to be on Chicago time zone because it's the big thing, I think this is just Indianapolis being a little annoyed that Chicago's a bigger city. That's all. How do you think Springfield feels? LOL, Joe B. I do not wear a polo, and it's a 7:30 to 4. Judge, it's not my job to judge. No, you wear a full-on button-up shirt. You're upgraded beyond the realm of us mere former polo wielders. I remember when the color of the polo shirt had tremendous power. And if my buddy Frank Lesko is watching, I remember, buddy. Speaking of which, have to head in and listen to my manager babble in our trainers meeting, which rarely has anything to do with training. Good to know. You have a good one, Richie, if we missed you. Outside of doing consignments, not really. However, I've learned a lot from creating a formal pitch packet, which I can give to stores after establishing a business relationship. It's interesting. I'd like to see the how the theory goes, and perhaps you can reach out to somebody who's had more comics in shops. If that's how that's going. I mean, consignments are one thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. But for the comic creators in our circle, that is considered a big boon if you can make it into a comic shop. Excuse me. I think having it be where someone can see it on a spinner rack. I know that because I know the day I see one of my books on a sales shelf, in a brick and mortar store, there aren't many of them left, but it will mean something to me. But seeing it in the library is cool too. So I get it. Getting this many copyright notifications. Well, what's the origin of your music? I should have asked before I tried to run your video. If I get dinged, we'll know it's your music. Hate to drop links and go, but I really need to hop a frog. You are wonderful. You just do what you got to do. Fun time. Only 10 countries are part of 10 counties are part of Central Time. 5 in the northwest corner and 5 in the southwest corner. That's right. And those are correct. No. See, it's just the middle being stupid. Let's fix this as a state, and while we're at it, let's get rid of daylight savings time. Give me one time. I don't need to adjust my clocks, and I know what time it is when I go, 5 miles north? I think I'm like 5 miles south of the time I live. 5 miles south of like timeline change. And my wife works about 15, 20 minutes south of the timeline change. And yes, I'm an American. We measure distance in minutes because the car is part of the American dream. Booyah. Anyway, have a good day, Frog G. It's because people like you are playing the trailer. Well, I hope so. If I get dinged, it's the music on the trailer. If not, we'll know. The other 82 counties are in the wrong time zone. See, yeah. Well, I don't care. I just want it to solidify. One of the key things I learned was directly for store owners One of the key things I learned was directly for store owners, and what they look for as price point and making offerings appealing to them. Most creators prices a lot of small store out. Okay. Had to parse that one a bit, but no, I get what you're saying. That people don't understand the difference between wholesale pricing and retail pricing. So it will be interesting. Then what you need to do is you need to actually, there's a really precise way, and Brian K. Morris knows it better than me. Reach out to BKM And he will tell you the steps to go through to fight that copyright strike, because that means somebody's trying to take music that if you have the right to use, they can't. So go do that. That's why I had to drop off my 30-second timer, because somebody in a nation other than here has started claiming all the StreamYard music, and they get money for it. So I have no idea. Aunt Donna starts her day totally confused. Thanks, Joby. Green room starting in a minute. Wow. Just going straight to the green room. Man, I mean, you guys cut my show off before, but now the green room is cutting off my morning show too? I see how you is. You know, how can you do that to me? How can you wound me so deep as to put the green room overlapping with Nevermind the Furthermore? How far have I fallen in the esteem of my viewers now? Oh, you get copyright notifications of people using your stuff. Well, then you need to are you responding to that, letting them know that it is okay? It's Joe B's fault. Yeah. Joe Bachman's good for that. A lot of things are his fault, though. I love you, Joe. I've been going on for over an hour now, and today's been a kind of funky one. So let me run another video, because you know who I'm running. Let me see. I got them. I need to run this, so I'm going to run Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the trade paperback.
Welcome to Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. The epic remaster of the original Trash Day arc is now being collected in a standard trade paperback. With more story, more art, and behind-the-scenes information, this book is the way creator Luke Stone intended the story to be told. This special Arrow Comics Remastered edition is full of energy and excitement. Critically acclaimed and one of independent comics' favourite teen books, you are sure to find yourself lost in this expansive universe. So, secure your copy today in this crowd-funded group buy. Once the funds are collected, the books will be sent off to print and delivered post-haste. Luke and the Arrow Comics team have a perfect record of fulfillment. You can pledge with confidence.
I guess no support for Luke Stone Studios, and like I said, this has been a all over the place broadcast. But the green room is starting now without me. I guess that's right, folks. The green room is now going 24/7. It is your all access open portal to the insanity, which is a bunch of deranged Nevermorians. Cannot find the Nevermores. Stupid O'Clockians and other strange travelers in the cyberverse that is the Rising Tide broadcast network, where rising tide lifts all boats, but friends, and we believe that. I understand that some of us are sitting on rowboats, and some of us are sitting on yachts, and some of us are clinging to barrels made of crazy dreams we haven't, and are building the raft under us as the sharks circle. So remember to reach out to each other and help folks get by when the storms kick up, okay? This has been Monday 2.0 for very much. This has been, and I am going to, when I sign off of this, I am going to walk away from my computer for a brief bit. I'm going to borrow my game system from my son, probably shoot some stuff on the lovely game called Splitgate, which if anyone's interested, let me know. I will give you a code, and that'll get you some free stuff. Not much, but some. And then I'm going to come back, drink some more of my Mio stuff, and grind my way through, because there's a lot of edits that need to do, and I need to get through that so I can get to my own projects again, because it's important. And this is a shout out to not just to my man Luke, who I hope is watching this or hears about this, but to everybody who's working a lot of us do free stuff for each other, okay? And a lot of us are very giving and kind, and that's awesome, and that's what we should be. But the flip side of that is check with somebody before you ask a favor and make sure that they're actually doing okay. Because, like, right now, my man Luke has been going through a lot of financial turmoil. He nearly lost his house, some other things. And he will be losing the house eventually unless something very strange happens. So he's really doubling down to try to make it. And I want you guys to remember that. A lot of us are suffering. So if you can get something towards Luke or somebody else who's going through a rough time, now's a great time to do it. But also understand if somebody's doing something free for you. And I hate that I have to do this, but I've had people message me demanding, not asking, demanding, when are you going to put my videos up? And I'll tell you, there are some people whose videos I will not show because I don't believe that their product is appropriate for this venue or something I don't support. And while I do associate with a great many people, I am not obligated to give such favors to everyone. I do it best I can. But remember, don't be too demanding of folks when they're doing free stuff for you. It shouldn't have to be said, and the vast majority of people I know, it doesn't. But for the viewers out there who might not be in the chat, and the folks who hit me in the DMs sometimes, there has to be some sense of equivalent exchange, I have to feel that you're either doing something I feel is important or I can help, or get something back a bit, there's a karmic ATM, and if people, all you do is take, you won't have any credit left to draw from. So keep that in mind. It's not the chipperest thing, but let's go through the commentary and let's see if it can brighten me up just a little bit. Joe Bachman has to hop off. Well, that saddens me. I need to get some things I need to get done before a meeting later today. Have a great weekend, folks. You too, Joe. And I hope we get to see you. And if we don't, I understand your work schedule. We'll reschedule, my friend. Hug the wife as inappropriately as she will let you. Hello. We're joined by Michaela Jade. Hello, Michaela. It's Friday. Yes, folks, it's Friday in a week of Mondays. Woohoo! Hey, what day is it? It's Friday. Really, Jimmy? Yep. What you gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Really? Nothing. So how are you gonna spend the afternoon? Sleep. Sleeping. Okay, Jimmy, thanks. Anyway, that was Jimmy. He's an adventurer. Anyway, we'll see who's paying attention. Hi, Michaela. Hey, Michaela. Everybody's happy to see Michaela. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to her channel for Michaela's Morning Madness. Motivation, sorry. Carl Wisman, you missed it. Joe Bachman confused me. I started my own green room here in the office. I have no problem with drinking a lot. Jeez. Yeah. Calvin put a little hole in my arm, but I got the blood stopped. Nice. Okay, guys. I've had shows go off the rails. Technical problems, noises outside, interruptions, phone calls. It's rare I've had all of them, and my viewers are bleeding. So please, I was kind of joking, but now I'm not. Be careful out there. Then he half opened the drawer, including the last of the Joe Dog toys, including a catnip infused one. Wow. Okay. I love seeing Michaela come through. And they're just madness. What's this? Yes, that's still there. Okay. Absolute madness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to real quick run and talk over our own Cat Rothbell, because I love Cat. Hashtag let Cat art. And I'll remind you that she's out there. Probably, yeah, we'll do that. I'm back because I will not be muted on my own channel if I don't want to be. Yes, folks, this is a bit showing the wonderful works of one awesome rock and roll art goddess. Yes, our very own rock and roll art goddess, Kat, creates great uplifting merchandise to make your day better while she's doing resources for art teachers and creatives and students, bringing mindfulness and calm in an entirely too stressful academic setting. Now, it is my dream that her channel eventually has 100 viewers so that she can get a better name than the gobbledygook they give her. And to see her books basically everywhere, including her book on being a teacher during the Miley Cyrus Peter pandemic. So, Miley Cyrus and my Sharona Peter pandemic. So please support her and support any teacher you know. They've gone through so much and they're going through so much. And we want them to have a wonderful, easier life because they're trying to teach our kids. And happy teachers make happy kids, happy classroom. Let's see. Michaela she laughed at Carl. I'm currently working on edits of another author, working through my work that's left with my authors. That's great. I'm probably a third of the way through my editing job. Knock it out, Carl. I am, about a 56th through the edits on, reviewing and approving the edits on Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the role-playing game, or rulebook. That's what I'm going to be doing, basically, after I go and relieve some stress through digital violence. So, folks, with all that in the way, please, I'm going to ask you to be kind to yourselves and each other, to write, draw, or otherwise create fearlessly, knowing that you can fix it, you can tweak it, or even redo it, but you can't edit a blank page. And apparently charcoal stole a catnip toy from Calvin, so expect more mayhem here if I disappear. I figure I'm going to disappear on out. Now, those of you who have more time to sit and watch, do hop on over to our friends at the Raging 2 Network or Daphne Lage and his channel and find out what those two lovely ladies are up to, because I'm right in the middle of their show and I feel bad about it, but things went a little wonky. I will see you all, if you're smart and you've subscribed, not only here, like, share, subscribe, but to the Historical Fencing Guild at 8 p.m. talking about sword shenanigans. And we may be going over an image about a upcoming fight done by Daphne Lage. We have some stuff in the works there, assuming my world doesn't implode. I will see you lovely folks next time, though, being next Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here on Nevermind the Furthermore from 10 a.m. till, well, whenever it ends, usually an hour. Have a good one. Stay safe.